220 athletes of all levels jumped into the water at 8 a.m. to swim for a third of a mile and then continue to ride for 12 miles on their bikes and finish up with a 5K run.
I loved the whole atmosphere and the people and the volunteers, so I made sure to sign up for this one this year because it's just a great event.
People seem to have one part of the race that they were very outspoken about.
Definitely the bike. I like going fast. I also teach indoor cycling, so it really suits my strengths well.
Karen Biskovich was this year's first place female finisher and is a more serious triathloner.
Well, actually today is a kind of a training race, so I just sort of trained through it and was just sort of going for practice.
She has qualified for nationals and plans to continue into worlds.
So the national championships is over 2,000, like 2,400 athletes this year, so it's the biggest they've ever had. And I don't know about worlds, I've never been there, so I'm about to find out.
This year's first place male finisher, John Dunbar, had his first ever triathlon win.
I was pretty psyched. My daughter's here, she hasn't seen me race very often, so I think the last time was 4 years ago.
He has hopes of going to nationals.
My goal race this year is age group nationals in Burlington with a hopefully getting to London in 2013.
Now the Eastman Triathlon doesn't just happen overnight. Head coordinator Charlie Tabor puts in months of work to gather volunteers and organize for the event.
It gets down to race day and there's a lot of T's that have to be crossed and I's dotted, but between the volunteers and staff we get it done and they do a great job.
Obviously, safety is a big concern for him.
I can't have people in the road, please!
Safety on every course, lifeguards positioned where they belong, the right number of lifeguards, extra boaters, volunteers at all the intersections for bike, and just warning people of the dangers and where it's time to get off your bike, etc.
The adults weren't the only ones having all the fun. 50 kids were able to compete in a 200-yard swim, 2-mile bike ride, and a 1-mile fun run. These future triathloners received awards once they crossed the finish line, but for most kids, it wasn't about winning.
We've both done this one before. A couple years ago, we had a sprint finish where we weren't trying to go together. We tied for second, kind of. I think they're gonna call him faster, but we were trying to tie.
For Charlie and his crew, all of their hard work is worth it.
Getting all the thank yous and the smiles on the kids' faces when they come in on their bikes like just now makes it all worthwhile.